King is coming in with no wheels and no radio. Are you ready for him? Over.
This is the tower. Affirmative. He's coming in on runway 2.
Roger.
You're my co-pilot. Come on. Wait!
Colonel Major Prager, Public Relations. Anybody killed?
No, nobody's killed.
You know Cheryl Pinkerton from the press pool? We want to take some pictures, Colonel. You know, the folks at home are mighty hungry for heroes.
Oh, brother.
It was really an amazing landing, Captain.
Ted, push your hat back. We want to see your whole face, you know?
What are they doing? My airplane. Now, wait a minute. I thought these pictures of Captain King.
That's Ted Masters, the All-American. Puts him right there, you know?
Yes, we all know Ted Masters. Joe? Ted, there's been a misunderstanding. You're no grandstander. I know you wouldn't want to take credit for somebody else's score.
Colonel, I'm trying to do something for morale with this boy now. I wish you wouldn't embarrass him.
All right, let's save the embarrassment for everyone. Get your men out of here.
Now, sir, you know I'm here on orders from General Owens personally.
I think I just gave you an order, Major.
An order, sir?
That's right. And now you have a picture of it. I'm sorry, Ted.
Don't worry, kid. I'll put him in his place. We don't let anything stand in our way. Anything or anybody.
12 o'clock high. A QM production. Starring Paul Burt. Also starring Chris Robinson and Frank Overton. With guest stars Mark Halswit, Norman Fell, Robert Doyle. Tonight's episode, The All-American.
I took myself in the very first high school football game I saw Teddy play. Here's a home run, American Legion. Here's a hit in college. He was college batting champ for 2 years. Here's a touchdown in the Princeton game. Quarterback sneak. Now, very few people know this, but I suggested that play to the coach. Worked pretty well, didn't it, Teddy?
Oh, yes, sir.
Here's a pole vault in the intercollegiate decathlon. He won that. Missed the world's record by 3 points.
33 points, sir.
Okay, boys, file all these. Now, I want some comparison shots. You know, here he is in the pole vault, and here he is vaulting into the plane to fight for his country, things like that. Any ideas you have, let's hear them. I know him like my own son. There's nothing he can't do well.
There's one thing he can't do. He can't fly.
He's wearing pilot wings, isn't he?
You ever seen a pelican with a belly load of fish? I mean it. I went through primary with Masters. They washed me out. I became a bombardier. For him, they found excuses. The all-American pelican.
Yes, we have.
Sir, you sent for Captain King?
Oh, yes. Come on in, Glenn. Harvey, you can take care of the rest, huh? Oh, Glenn, you didn't let that little publicity stunt with Ted Masters get under your skin, did you?
Not for me. You understand, Joe?
So Harvey and I have just been going over these interrogation reports. Now, yours is usually tops for accuracy and detail. This one today, it's nothing.
Well, what do you want to know?
Well, you led the last element over the target. I was depending on your observations. Did we or did we not hit it?
It's all in there, sir. I don't know. So you don't think I'd slough a report? For any reason?
Well, that's what I wanted to hear. Harvey has something for you. Oh, and I'll tell him not to use those pictures by airplane.
Yeah, Glenn, 3 days off. Get off the base, ride a bike.
What's this? You, trying to get me out of the danger zone?
No. It looks like we'll be standing down for 2 or 3 days.
Oh, and you're afraid I might cause an incident. Louse up that hero's phony routine. You thought I was sore, huh? Well, you bet I was sore. I thought it was pretty crummy, those guys out there taking pictures of that phony alongside a plane I just lost. Now, if somebody thinks they're gonna take care of that guy by getting me off the base, they're wrong.
Come on, Glenn.
Look, I got 4 guys hurt in that plane, and I don't have...
Captain!
I'm sorry. Must be losing my grip.
Crash landing like that can knock a man apart, Glenn. Take a rest.
Colonel, there must be a story that goes with this wonderful old Toby.
Now, when the group's on the alert for a mission, everyone watches this mug. And then if the duty officer comes in here and, places it this way, the face to the wall, it means the mission is on. And all those that have been posted to fly in the morning go to bed immediately.
Could we have a picture of you and Lieutenant Masters beside the mug?
Sure.
I think somebody ought to say that the reason I came to the 918th, because when my big brother was playing at West Point, I used to go to all the games, and my big hero was Joe Gallagher. He was a tailback, and he used to come over to the house.
Teddy, don't leave the colonel hung up like that. We have his bio on file.
That's right, Ted. This is your story, not mine.
Thanks very much for your time, Colonel.
Ted, incidentally, while you're here, I've assigned you as assistant adjutant, so you report to Major Stovall just as soon as you can, will you? Excuse me.
You boys may have some questions about Teddy's future plans.
Are you going to play professional football after it's over, Lieutenant, or is it just going to be baseball?
Well, he hasn't made up his mind yet. He's been entertaining some big offers.
I'm not talking about any future plans. I mean, this is no time to talk about ball games. I like being on a team, and I feel like I'm on a great big one right now. And, this is the biggest ball game there is. All I want to think about is doing everything I can to help end this war. I came here to fly. That's all. Yeah, I mean it, you guys.
Shut up, Ted.
We have a date in town with the British press. We better go. Let's get out of here, kid.
Don't get out. Why didn't you leave with your friends?
I haven't finished my beer.
How's your crew? Men?
Well, they won't make any headlines.
And what about you, Captain?
Miss Pinkerton, your story just departed the premises.
That is Major Prager's story. I was told to cover it, period. Truly, why didn't you leave with them?
Sweetheart, I'm an irrational victim of temporary battle fatigue. I had a compulsion to come down and watch the vultures eat the dying calf. Or maybe I wanted to kill him. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Determining factor is he's already dead.
I'm new out here, But I get the impression that you're the genuine article. Buy me a beer sometime?
Does Lieutenant Masters understand our national sport, cricket? Do you know cricket, Lieutenant?
Well, no.
See, baseball's a different kind of game. You know, like football is different from your soccer. You develop different skills. But as Lieutenant Masters says, he's not here to play games.
Oh, I only thought if he understood the game, we might invite him into some of our RAF matches.
What about a baseball game, Major? A bomber squadron versus fighter squadron, something like that.
That's a great idea. That is a great idea.
Excuse me a minute, will you?
I mean, we could really get coverage with an idea like that.
Excuse me, where's their telephone?
Oh, right at the end of the bar, I think.
Well, no, I mean a private phone.
Oh. Oh, well, let's ask the friendly barkeep.
I mean, all the GIs like to play baseball, right? They would jump at a chance at a thing like that. Ted Masters, one of the boys. I mean, what are we fighting for? The American way of life? Hot dogs, baseball?
Yes, I'm calling London. General Owen at Chafe headquarters. Yes, ma'am.
Beautiful idea. Just beautiful. Beautiful.
Yes, hello? Sir? I'm sorry to be bothering you at a time like this, but, That's right, sir, Ted Masters. Well, I wanted to talk to you about putting me on flying status with a 9/18th. I want to fly.
Well, your curve isn't dropping. Your stride's too short.
Sandy,
Hold it!
you think you have a team?
Well, Lou Mintz pitched Class C at Visalia. We got a good first baseman. Center fielder's pretty fair. Of course, we got the star of all time.
We're going to play this game. We're going to win it. You better make him a ball team.
Sir, by special order of General Owen himself personally, it will be a ball team.
Roger.
Sir. Hey, Lou! Let's work on your curve.
Ted, I heard from General Owen last night. Now, he gave his okay for this ball game, but he was pretty unhappy about being bothered with your publicity campaign. As a matter of fact, he was pretty angry because a certain second lieutenant telephoned him.
Joe, you made me an assistant adjutant. I don't know what an assistant adjutant does. I've never been any good at bookwork. I've got to fly.
Ted, you're assigned to the 9/18th. Now, that makes me your reporting officer. You and Major Prager seem to think that we're staging this war for you two. Now, I want to tell you something. If either one of you attempt to go over my head again...
Heads up!
I'm going to make it a point to shoot you down. Replacement parts are not here by 0700. I'll be on the phone. You can tell that to Captain Vernon. Lieutenant.
Sir.
You're on duty until midnight, aren't you?
Yes, sir.
Well, it's late enough now that all you really have to worry about is the telephone. And if anything crucial does come up, I just ask the duty sergeant.
Yes, sir.
If you can wake up the duty sergeant.
(9/18th) Lieutenant Masters. Who? It's wing operation, sir.
Yes. Yes, Colonel Gallagher. Now, wait a minute. What do you mean tomorrow? We're standing down until Wednesday. Yes, half my aircraft is stripped for maintenance. Yes. All right. All right, what's the target? Just a minute, Colonel. Tell Major Stovall he's right here.
Go on, Colonel. I'm on.
Sir?
Yeah.
Do Lou Mintz and I have to fly tomorrow?
Yeah, you sure do.
That's the catcher and the pitcher, sir. You're busting up a beautiful team.
Duty roster comes first. No, it doesn't. A fresh pot of coffee does. Get going.
Yes, sir. Excuse me, sir.
Joe, I want to fly with you tomorrow morning.
You can't. Your job is here tonight with Major Stovall. Besides, you've got a baseball game tomorrow.
Well, you just told Sergeant Kamansky he's going.
Oh, don't worry. You're going to have enough men for a team. I'm just going to take my men in my group.
Well, I am in this group.
Well, technically, but you really belong to PRO and Major Prager.
No, I don't. I don't want to. Joe, listen, please try to understand this. There's guys I went through school with, guys I played football with, who are in this thing every day. They're fighting. All I'm doing is I'm sitting in the sidelines. I'm doing nothing.
You're doing a job. Oh, I can't say that I agree with Major Prager's methods, but, well, the hero image is important, and you certainly are one. Well, look, I don't like my duties either right now, but I've got to get this group ready for a mission in the morning.
I've got the details. It's a no-ball raid on the coast. Milk run, they say.
Great. You better go alert the officers' club.
I'm a qualified pilot.
That'll be all, Lieutenant.
What's the deal? Don't they want him to fly?
I don't want him to fly. Harvey, I've been studying his training record. You know, by the time Ted was 8 years old, I guess you would know exactly how he was going to turn out. Brawn, muscle, great physical coordination, but he never cracked a book. 10 to 1, he's that kind of a pilot. I bet he can't even read a compass.
We've had that kind before.
Yes, and we've lost that kind. But he's one I wouldn't want to lose.
Guys, come on. Let's go, all you ball players on the truck. Come on a double. Hey, Ted, you got all your stuff?
Pilot to Bombardier, PDI Senate. Make it good.
Bombs away. Top turret to crew. Looks like their fighters are leaving.
Okay, boys, here comes a flak.
Scotch.
Well, you get a 3-day pass. You really haven't got time for anything important. So you just sleep, loaf. I'll buy you dinner.
Excuse me, your Major Prager was looking for the All-American?
Oh, dear. Come on, Tim. Sit down.
I hope this is all off the record, Miss Pinkerton, because I'm not really prepared to meet the press.
Where have you been?
Oh, in the different bars. See, I knew Major Prager would be looking for me, but I knew the last place in the world he'd look for me is in the bar. See, the Major doesn't like for me to drink when I'm in training, which is all the time. But you fellas drink, Captain, you combat pilots drink?
Well, Lieutenant, that could get us into an argument about cause and effect.
How? Captain, do you remember the day that they took my picture by your airplane? Ted Masters, hero of World War II, baseball and football?
Yeah, I remember.
Well, Captain, I beg your pardon. You understand?
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't. I've been on dress parade until I'm just about half sick of this uniform.
Look, Lieutenant, you ran out on a ball game this morning. You might be in a little trouble. Now, don't you think the best thing that we could do...
No, I got that all figured out. See, Hitler heard I was coming to bat, so he offered to surrender. But, if the war was over, poor Major Prager wouldn't have a hero. What would he do? See, so I quit. Well, I mean, it's a lie, but so is everything else nowadays.
Begging your pardon, sir, but they say you're the great Ted Masters.
Please, not now.
Well, I only wanted to say that I'd be grateful for his autograph.
Excuse me, I just called you on Major Prager.
No.
What?
Don't call the Major.
Look, Ted, it's all right. Let's
No.
get him back to the base.
I don't want George to know I'm here. Don't you understand that? Just leave me alone.
Ted.
That's no way to treat a lady. Easy, Ted.
Ted! Glenn, stop it!
I don't understand why he'd do this. I don't understand why he'd do this to me. I found this kid in high school. For 8 years I worked with this boy like a brother, like a father. Kept him out of trouble. I got him a scholarship. I got him all through school. I don't even have to be here. I could have stayed out of the service. To do this, to do a thing like this.
Miss Pinkerton, are you sure you killed the story?
The picture, yes, I bought the camera. The story, well, I can't promise. It may get printed.
They see how drunk he was?
He wasn't that drunk.
Colonel, I'm holding you and your men responsible, ridiculing us. That's why he did this thing, laughing at him.
You're holding my men responsible. Major, let me tell you something. I lost 4 airplanes and 40 men this morning. They all died fighting. Now, some of those men were laughing. Now, you tell me what you're going to blame them for.
Colonel, sir, if I may, well, Ted Masters, he's not just cardboard. It may be a little difficult to see him through the fog.
He wasn't drunk, sir. He wasn't sober enough to lie to us either. We found out that he's
You found out that his gung-ho Blondie is real. That all he's trying to prove is that he's the kind of a man that this man is making him out to be. Isn't that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now you go to his quarters and tell him I want to see him just as soon as he's cleaned up. Now, this group is on alert, and I am very busy. That'll be all of you.
Well, I'm kind of rusty, you know. 4 hours a month flying time isn't much.
Now, Ted, without looking, what's your course approximately?
About northwest. Well, that'd be about 320.
Okay, check it.
Oh, I was a little off.
Ted, do you think you can find the field?
Gosh, I think so.
Okay, turn around.
Why'd you decide to do this, Joe?
Look, I know it's hard to break a childhood habit, but I wonder, do you think you could call me sir until this war is over?
I mean, sir.
Look, Ted, I don't want you to take the rap, you or your family or my group, for what you did last night. Now, if it should get into print, a few combat missions will help to erase it.
I don't know how to thank you, sir.
Just grow up, that'll thank me. I know there's a good man inside there. And stop letting Prager speak for you and think for you.
I don't know how to stop. See, he was just a sports reporter. He knew Dad. Like he says, he saw me play in high school just before Dad passed away. Joe, he was alone. He thought I was alone. He thought I needed him to take Dad's place. He thinks I've done it all for him. I'm all he's got. And what would it do to him if I shut him up?
Kid will get his combat time. I spoke to the colonel myself, and General Owen, and he checks out. A little rusty. He'll make it. Colonel took him up himself today. He's rough. He's a little rough, but he'll make it.
Big one in the morning, boys.
You better turn in. Yeah.
Kid always comes through.
King? I thought you had a 3-day pass.
Oh, I give him 12 hours. Not much closer to rotation. Besides, could be easy today.
Listen, I want to thank you for...
It just worked out that way. Besides, I got a special assignment I may need you today.
What,
Hold it. You want to get one more? Here, boys. Over here, boys.
Come on out and smile. Let's see the face. That's it, out of the shadows.
Okay. Got it? Now get him going aboard. Don't miss it, pal. Get it.
Come on, Ted, I'll show you your station. It's gonna be a long mission, Ted. You're aboard as alternate co-pilot, just in case.
alternate?
Now, we're gonna have this camera here in our belly.
photograph the drop and the strike. Unless I call you forward, you stay back here and supervise. Make sure this guy does it right. Get some experience. Hey, Chet, where you going? Hey, Masters, come back here. Hold it! Hold it!
Hey, Petty!
Listen,
Petty,
Lieutenant.
what's the matter? Hey, what's the matter, boy?
Listen, Lieutenant, this isn't just another ball game you can walk out on.
Oh, isn't it? Another publicity stunt? An underhanded publicity stunt. Work up a little combat time for the kid?
Listen, Masters, you're just not good enough. They're gonna have you up on charge.
Oh, Glenn, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, believe me.
Look, just forget it, All-American. We'll manage to muddle through without you somehow.
Petty. Petty. Get back on that arrow. No. It was never for me. It was always for you and that lousy hero campaign of yours, George. I'm beginning to see that now. Well, I'm not going to fake bat for the fan clubs. If I go like any other pilot...
Did you hear what he said? He said you weren't good enough.
The colonel checked me out himself.
Well, that's why he made you an alternate, because you just didn't measure up. Don't you know, kid, they're really shooting at you up there. This may be the last time I see you alive. Now, do you think I'm going to make a gimmick out of that? The whole reason I'm here is...
Out of the radio compartment. We're on the bomb run now. Get that camera ready. I want good pictures.
Top turret to crew. Here comes Gallagher. 1 o'clock high.
Mission control to Flagstaff formation. Mission control to Flagstaff formation. Enemy fighters, 3 o'clock high to you. Mission control to Little Brothers. To you, they're 6 o'clock low. Go get them.
PDI Center, take her over.
30 seconds to bombs away.
.863. Heads up, 863.
This Jerry's after you. 2 o'clock high.
Pilot to crew. 4 damage in that fighter attack.
Radio compartment took a hit, sir. 2 men hurt.
Black coming up.
Bombs away.
Get the pictures. Get those pictures.
I got the picture, sir. I got him. $863, get your nose up.
Get your nose up. You gotta prang it.
That's a lot better. 863, will you acknowledge if you read me? Over.
863 to Ramrod. Reading you loud and clear. I was out of my seat, sir, looking after the wounded. I'm okay now. I'll take her in. Over.
This is Ramrod. Who's flying that airplane?
It's me, sir, Ted Masters.
Roger, 863. I'll stay with you until you get in.
Ramrod out.
Pull up.
I can't. I'll stall. I'm afraid I'll stall. I'm going in.
Help me!
Which is which?
Ted? I confess, Captain King is still asleep.
Ted, we just want to make sure you're okay. Major Prager would like to sit with you a while.
You must feel awful. We just left Doc Kaiser. He said you're going to be all right in a week, maybe 2.
Third-degree burns, right, George?
And Colonel Gallagher is submitting you for the highest possible decoration, right, Colonel?
Third-degree burns, right, Joe?
I thought you were going to call me sir till this war's over.
Isn't it over for me?
No, it isn't.
I'm a lousy pilot, I proved that.
Well, that landing of yours was kind of mediocre. And we have many pilots who could have done better, but, well, we don't have many All-Americans.
You mean I'm not out of it yet, Joe? Sir?
No, you're still assistant adjutant. When that right hand is healed, I want to get your autograph.